Hi, do you want to learn piano? Do you want to play piano freely without scores, without notes? Do you want to play your own music? Do you want to improvise? So this video is for you. I will show you a method of old masters, how they learned to play keyboard instruments and how they learned music. My name is Szymon and I am piano and organ improviser, and I teach piano and organ improvisation in Leipzig and in Berlin. In the practical part of his Anleitung zu der musikalischen Gelehrtheit, Jakob Adlon, organist from Erfurt, 1699-1762, outlines a method for playing the piano that differs fundamentally in essentials from the practice of teaching the piano today, how we know it today. So he shows four main areas. And these areas are italienische tabulatur. Now we would say it is like normal pieces, normal compositions, playing from notes, from scores. Second is basso continuo, so thorough bass. Third is choral playing, and fourth, improvisation. I will take now one example, Menuet of Christian Petsch, also Baroque composer. And this piece is very famous, so if you start to play piano, a lot of teachers use this piece at the beginning of teaching. And I will play the 8 bars and show you how the methods fit to it. And so on. And now you can imagine piano students in the past centuries became such piece, and they should know notes and played from score. But after it, they could try to change something, to make it a little bit easier and to understand how the piece works, what is the structure of the piece. And in this case, the structure is very easy. So I take notes at the beginning of each bar, and it is 10, 10, 10, 10, and so on. And that's enough for this moment. That's enough for the first point. Okay, and now we are going to the second point, to basso continuo, to thorough bass. Every keyboard student should be able to harmonize bass line. So play only left hand bass line and to play harmony to it. So for example, I have here one bass line. It looks like this. You can see already it is very similar to bass line of this Menuet of Christian Petsch. But there are also some numbers. So numbers for to understand which kind of form or chord should be there in the right hand. So it can sound like this. Yes. And for example, if there was a solo part to it, some singer could sing a melody with text, and the thorough bass player, general bass player, or continuo player made only harmonization. So there's no melodies, only harmony with bass line. Now we go to the third part, to choral harmonization. So very similar like before. Students in past centuries should not only harmonize bass line but also soprano, like melody line. For example, they got some melody like this. Yes, and they could do it with very simple bass line, like but also they could be a little bit more creative and they played another bass line. For example, this one. So now you see what was the goal. This bass line I played before fit perfect to this melody line, yes? And they learned both. They learned schemas and models of the bass lines, schemas and models of the melody lines, and then they put it together, and at the end, yeah, it could be a piece like this. Or like the minuet. Yes. So there were a lot of possibilities after this process to recycle this kind of music and to create something new from it, to be, to compose own things, own composition, to improvise about it. Yes. So now comes the fourth part, and this is improvisation. So you played already the original piece. Of Christian Petzold, and now you can you know the reduction. You can make only the bass line and improvise about it. Or if you have some other melody, maybe someone give you some melody, and you will you will see, wow, to this melody I can play line in my left hand, like for example this melody. So you are not thinking about which kind of harmony is only to play G major or D major or so on, but you know already I have a beautiful bass line to it. And so on, yes? So if you want to be very creative and to make your own music, to improvise, not only play pieces by some composers, but also know what happens there and use it for your music, this is the best method I know. So I think from bass line, I think from melody line, I can harmonize only the melody, I can harmonize also bass line. So if you are thinking about music like about Cheesecake, for example, New York Cheesecake, you have these three spaces. Up is very thin space. It is like the maybe strawberries space, very thin, very sweet. Then down you have this cakes, and this is a little bit larger. This is baseline, and very big space, this cheese space. This is the harmony, and this is what we are doing in the music. We are harmonizing, and with those harmonies you can improvise. But the most important structure for the cake is sopran and bass, so bass line and melody line. These are really very, very, very important to hold the whole cake, to hold the whole music together. I hope this video was useful for you and you could enjoy it. Write me in the comments if you like this method, if you would start with this method to play piano. Maybe you play piano already or you play organ already and you would like to try more with this method. So please give me a sign and please give me a comment. Thank you very much. Bye bye.